Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Yesterday, guys, we went 4-4, but nice thing is we did pick up a plus 160 winner with Winnipeg over Nashville. So we got both our hockey games yesterday. Yesterday had to been like one of the more frustrating 4-4 days. I don't know if you guys I watching a few of the different games and whatnot, but the Kansas game, we went 1 for 14 shooting 3-pointers. 1 for 14. I mean, I don't remember the end score. I think one more or 3. 1-3 would have gave us a push on that anyways. But you don't expect a number 4 ranked team to go 1 for 14 and get out rebounded by an unranked East 10 State. So that was a little bit disappointing. But what's more disappointing was that Alabama Furman finish. Wow, did you guys well, I don't know if you guys watch it. Probably, I don't know how many of the network to watch that. But did you guys at least follow along that last minute? 14 points in 58 seconds. I never say we have it. I have sometimes you guys will say, oh, huge winner like that with 3 minutes to go in a game. And I'm like, I do not respond because games are not over till they're over. And yesterday, Furman, Alabama was proof of that. 14 points in 58 seconds. Cost us our under. So, that being said, guys, there is something I want to address because, a long time ago, seems like a long time ago, a couple months back, I did videos on the bankroll management and stuff like that, and I'm not going to dive back into that today. If you guys want to review it, I do have a video on bankroll management. Just look up Bender Wins Bankroll Management, and you'll find it. But I am starting to see an alarming amount of parlays start popping up again. So I just want to stress this for a lot of new viewers, we keep adding viewers. If you guys want to play parlays, by all means, but that's not what I recommend. Okay, I recommend straight bets. All right. Yes, it's less exciting, less glamorous, but you're going to make a lot more money long term. That I can guarantee you. The house edge on parlays, even small parlays, is a lot. It's a lot. When you start to get up into these 4 or 5 game parlays, you're plus 30% house edge, which is impossible to overcome. It doesn't matter who you are. It's 2 times worse than some of the racetracks out there, and 6.5 times worse than roulette, right? And it's funny because sports bettors, they won't bet roulette because they say the house edge is too bad, but they'll run off and they'll bet a 5 or 6 game parlay. Anyways, so guys, these are meant to be bet as straight bets. If you want to throw a parlay for fun, okay. But if you're looking to actually make some money, guys, bet them straight. Yesterday, guys, we went 4-4. All right. So if you bet parlays yesterday, you lost money. Pretty well plain and simple. You lost money. Whereas, yesterday, the 4 games we lost, you would have lost, you were minus 110 on all those games. You would have lost $440. If you're a $100 better, you would have lost $440. Okay? We won 3 games where you would have won 100, and we won 1 game where you would have won 160. So you would have got back 460. So even though we went 4-4, if you bet these games straight, you made a $20 profit. If you bet these in parlays, you lost money. So ultimately, guys, you're adults. I'm not here to hold your hand and tell you exactly what you have to do, but I'm just telling you from my experience, I've been doing this a long time. By laying off the parlays, guys, you will fill a huge gap in your game, and you will notice your profits increase dramatically. Okay? Dramatically. Take my word for that, guys. You take one thing out of the video today, quit parlays for a month. Okay? Just give up. No more parlays for a month. Pardon me. No more parlays for a month, and see how much further ahead you are. You guys have trusted me so far on this other stuff. Trust me with this, and I guarantee you, 1 month's time, right around Christmas time, you guys will be messaging me. You'll have a lot more money for Christmas gifts. I can guarantee that. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to get into it today. I have 8 plays for you. Almost had 9, but I got 8 plays for you guys. So, first is I'm going to dive right into our college under super system. It's still called the super system. We're working on that. So our college under super system went 2-2 yesterday. I thought for sure we were 3-1, but Alabama Furman. Okay, guys, the first game Morehead State and Missouri under 132.5. Morehead State and Missouri under 132.5. With this particular game, guys, if you're bankroll betting, if you're betting 1 to 5% of your account or 1 to 3% of your account, this you'd want to tend to be a little bit on the higher side, okay? And I say that cautiously, guys, because I do not want you running out and just blindly throwing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10% of your account on one game. Please do not do that, okay? Or honestly, like I don't like waiting my picks. I like to just give you guys my picks, but feel pretty good about this one. Morehead State, Missouri, guys, under 132.5. This is a pick that'd be at the higher end of my range. That's all I'm going to say there, guys. But please follow bankroll management because that's the only way to win. Anyway, all right. Next, guys, we have Arkansas, Little Rock, and Memphis. We are going to go under 144 in that game. Under 144 in that game. And Troy and Texas A&M, we are going under 135 in that game. So, a little bit of question as to, I guess just some people questioning if we're actually moving the lines. These lines are very sensitive to start with. I have very large bets at both Pinnacle and 5 Dimes on this, and the lines moved. So, there's no question that, we're moving the lines with large bets on some of these games. Like Troy, I got at 139, and it's down to 135 now. But at 135, guys, I still like it for value, but I do want to tell you, of the 3, that probably has slightly less value just because of the point drop. Like, obviously, 139 would have been incredible value. I still like it at 135, or I wouldn't recommend it to you guys. But, there has been a bit of value lost there. So, guys, keep that in mind. But those are the 3 picks that we have. So, moving on, guys. I have another college basketball game, and a nice system indicator with this. We also have steam, and we have a reverse line move. And this particular game, guys, is Cal Santa Barbara against Oregon, and we're going to take Cal SB plus 10 in this game. So Cal SB plus 10. All right. So the next 2 games I'm going to give you guys work off a contrarian system indicator. So it's been a really good system indicator. It has hit over 60% for a number of years now. Still waiting for that really, really large sample size where it eliminates a lot of the variance that we talk about. But it's definitely been a good indicator for me. And above and beyond that, I really like, the money distribution here. So not just contrarian where, we're betting with Vegas here, but the money distribution is good. There's only 15% of bets, but 34% of the money on this first game. So I have 2 games in total for you guys. They both work off this system. So the first game is San Diego against San Diego State. So we are going to be taking San Diego plus 7.5. Okay, so it's San Diego against San Diego State. We are taking San Diego plus 7.5 in that game. All right, so the second one is Georgia Tech against Georgia. Same premise, same system, guys. We're going to be taking Georgia Tech in this game. Georgia Tech, we're going to put the pick in at plus 5.5. You can still find this at Pinnacle at plus 6. So Pinnacle still has this at plus 6. Most of the other places are 5.5. I got down at 6 in Pinnacle, obviously. And last I checked, it's still at 6 there. So, but anyways, a lot of places it's 5.5. So that's what we're going to put our pick in at 5.5. Okay. Now, I have 2 added games for you guys. Now, if you're not familiar what added games are, these are the games when you look up on the board, and instead of like a 3 number in front of them, it has 6 numbers. Okay, they're added games. They're, much lighter bet. And again, stressing the point, guys, you do not want to be walking in. Like if you're, I know there's probably not many of you out there, but if you're a $5,000 a game better, or don't get greedy on these games. Just throw 500, 750 or whatever, shop around, like go to a few different places. You do not want to go in and start betting heavy on these games. If you guys have seen what's going on right now, Um, like people were being limited left, right, and center. And this is like, it's serious stuff, guys, because if you're betting 100, $200, like enjoy, have fun, bet whatever you want. Like I honestly, I wouldn't worry about it. But if you're moving some serious money, guys, there's people being limited left, right, and center. Like I was watching videos this morning of people trying to video book managers telling them they're not taking their action. So it's happening. So just throwing that out there, guys. But that being said, if you're betting small, don't worry about it. You're not going to get your account limited, over that. But here's what we're going to do, guys. 2 added games. Really nice money distribution on these games. I don't have any system on the one, but again, I really like the money distribution, and I like the matchup. The smaller schools, guys. Again, not a lot of people betting them, like in terms of the public, but when the sharps bet them, they make clear and concise moves, and you can really see in the money. Like you don't even need to see like Steam plays come in; you can see where it's coming in just by following the actual money. So, 2 plays, guys. First play, we're taking High Point plus 22.5 over St. Louis. Okay, that's High Point plus 22.5 over St. Louis. Second game, we're going to take SC Upstate plus 36.5 over Louisville. That's SC Upstate plus 36.5 over Louisville. On Pinnacle, you can find this at 37. I don't know why. Like Pinnacle has just like had their own numbers today, which is cool. Totally cool. Good for us, right? I mean, if we're on Pinnacle and we have that ability. That's it for today. I was so close on an NBA play for you guys. I'll let you know the money distribution was there. I was looking at Orlando at plus 3. The money distribution was there. 22% of bets, 32% of money. There was a system indicator. Now it's only a 55% lifetime system indicator, but again, 55% is still profitable. We're still looking for that value where we find it. The one holdup for me is I kept staring at a large steam play on Toronto, and there was a steam play on Toronto. Now there was steam on Orlando, but the steam on Toronto didn't allow me to pull the trigger. And the fact that this line came down from plus 4.5 down to plus 3, that's a fair amount of lost value. So ultimately, guys, I couldn't pull the trigger. I'm not betting that game. I'm not going to take Orlando, but I was certainly leaning towards Orlando. Like if you guys are looking at that game, I'm not recommending betting that game. I'm just saying if you were like looking to get on Toronto today, I don't think today would be the day to be on Toronto. Personally, I think the value's on Orlando, but it's not enough to pull the trigger on. So that's it for today, guys. So again, I'm going to do the same thing. I know the lines have already, they've all moved. All 3 of these lines have moved, and there's really not much that can be done about that. But, I'm going to allow all our subscribers to get their money down first. And, then a half hour later, whatever it is, I'll post it up on social media for people to view. And, allows you guys at least to get the best price of what's remaining. I would never release a pick to you guys if I wasn't comfortable betting on that number on my own, and I am comfortable betting on the number. Like I told you guys right up front on Troy, I got one the Troy and Texas A&M. I bet under 139. I have 139. It's still there's still money at 135. There's value there, guys. I wouldn't release the pick to you guys if I didn't think there was still value, but I just want to make you guys aware, just full transparency, that these lines have come down a little bit already, and could continue to come down once you guys throw your action on. So that's it for today, guys. Appreciate it. Look forward to doing it again tomorrow. So we'll be back tomorrow. Good luck today, guys. I think that's pretty much it. I think there's something else I had to cover, but guess not. So on that note, guys, as always, have a very lucky day.